how about a recap, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's fuck.
Funny you should lead off with that.
It's after the orgy at the church.
No, yeah. Last session, you guys recruited a child, not took a child. A subtle but important distinction.
Don't make this weird.
That's our
we just want a roadie.
Yeah.
And anyway, he's of marrying age, so
yeah, you guys found yourself a roadie, played a gig that could charitably be described as confusing to the townspeople of Birdhusk.
hilarious to at least one person in town.
Yeah, thanks to a well-placed spell from Bobby, perhaps the only person Frank Booth's ever truly desired affection from, or at least respect, laughed during the entire first song.
Yeah, thanks for that, Bobby.
And you guys hightailed it out of town. You did stay the night in bed so that you get your suitable rests. You're on your way to Elturel, which is a pretty big, college town. This is going to be a pretty good stop on the tour. You stopped for lunch at a pee break at a nice little roadside clearing and stumbled upon what appeared to be a lively picnic being held by just 15 normal dudes all wearing the same robes. After a brief conversation with you, in which they broached such topics as, whether or not you wanted to pledge your soul to Asmodeus and whether or not your roadie was a virgin, you guys asked the ever important question of how they pee. Finding the answer unacceptable, Frank
did not backfire.
Frank Booth flew into a rage, setting off one of the more intense battles we've seen so far.
The battle of sit down pee.
Mm-hmm. Let us never forget.
Yeah, you guys won the day. There are 15 corpses in front of you on a nice, idyllic, late summer's afternoon. Plenty of hot dogs still on the grill.
Centipede hot dogs.
Yeah. And the not beer in red Solo cups is still cold.
Oh.
So, welcome to Road Warriors.
Well, fellas, that happened.
I might grab one more hot dog for the road, though.
Nothing worse than what's in a regular one.
Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of hot dogs to feed everybody, including your roadie.
You know what we should do is bring the hot dogs to the gig. Maybe we can attract people to the gig by offering free food and not beer.
That's a good idea.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's like, guys, we should name our band Free Beer, and then everyone will come see us.
Okay. Well, that's our band name for the week.
All right.
For today, yeah. Everyone, I'm assuming you want to loot the corpses.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you do find 15 scimitars.
Holy shit.
And, 75 gold. Frank, I did also notice when I was playing around in D&D Beyond, you have, as a starting option for barbarians, you can have a great axe if you want one. Yeah. And you know what? Meatball Sub, why don't you go ahead and right-click on the D20 die.
Yep.
Click 5 times, and then roll into the chat.
For some reason, I just did a big roll. I'm not exactly sure why.
Did you get that?
Holy shit. Okay, you guys have 62 hot dogs.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Meatball.
I'm picturing like a belt of hot dogs.
Oh,
Yeah.
You could fashion a hot dog belt.
If you want...
I'm gonna have a sash. You know?
Yeah, the bandolier of hot dogs. And like,
And then if you get hungry, you just whip one off and throw it down.
I'll say that they definitely do have like your leather. You do have a leather bandolier that's like 4 vials of something, but they just happen to perfectly fit these hot dogs. So you got it like Rambo style, the X going across.
Nice.
Nice wieners, bro.
Sick means.
Yeah, your roadie comes up, and he kind of casually goes over to the picnic table, one of the picnic tables.
Nobody offer him a wiener because that might be weird.
Yeah, and he picks up a cup. He's like still smoking his pipe. And he's like, what I gotta say, I've never seen violence on that scale before.
Welcome to free beer, bro.
And he just downs a cup, and he's like, this is not beer. And then he grabs another one and chugs it.
That, my friend, is better than beer.
And
Because it's free.
everyone roll me a perception check. Meatball, you're preoccupied getting all these hot dogs into your bandolier. Bobby, for some reason, you too. You're not helping. You're just fascinated.
Yeah, I'm just like trying to fashion them like into my belt somehow.
Frank, say as you're gathering up the scimitars in one of the cultist robes, as you're kind of turning him over to get at his sword and gold pouch, he does have a pamphlet. Looking at the pamphlet, it says, sacrificing to Asmodeus, made fun and easy.
Cool. I mean, I'm definitely going to be reading that on the next leg of the drive.
Okay. Yeah, you put that in your pouch. And I'm going to come clean here. I totally forgot the name of the roadie if we ever gave him one. So he's going to come up to you at some point and go, I've been thinking a lot after, the sort of brutal and swift display of the impermanence of life. And I've decided that in my new life with you, I need a new name.
What could we name him?
Let's name him something really badass so we can talk about, like when we talk about our roadie, we sound more badass because we have a badass roadie.
Good idea.
Dio?
Ronnie
we need-
for short.
I like Dio, but he needs to have like a more like if people somehow haven't heard, aren't familiar with the myth of Dio, it needs to be like, Dio throat slitter or like something that describes like how awesome he is.
Dio Hablo.
Dio.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it. I'm in.
Oh boy. I feel like that's also a pun in Spanish. I speak God.
God, devil.
I like it.
But sure, he kind of ponders this and says, "Diablo, huh? I like that." And he takes a puff on his pipe and drinks another cup of not beer. And he goes, "You know something, guys? I feel like this not beer has aged me. I am now a more appropriate age to go on fantastic journeys of murder and mayhem with you."
All right, Diablo.
And a mustache just grows. And all of a sudden, like, all of his face gets really pimply for a second and then recedes back to, like, semi-clear skin. All right, bros, let's hit it.
All right, cool. Diablo. Let's do rules.
What the fuck was in that nut beer?
Just sucks that he's only got about 3 years of life left, considering the average lifespan. You know.
Yeah, he crushes 2 or 3 more not beers, gets in the driver's seat, and is like, "I'm never gonna die! Let's roll!"
Do the nut beers have like a quasi PBR logo on them?
Oh yeah.
What's the It's the champagne of not beers.
Yeah.
What's the how long of a drive do we have till we get to town?
It's just another couple hours.
Oh, cool. So I'm gonna start leafing through that pamphlet.
Okay. Yeah. It reads a lot like a timeshare sort of pitch meeting where it's like, have you ever wanted riches beyond your wildest dreams or the power to destroy your
enemies? As I'm reading this, I want to be like speaking out. I want to respond to those questions and go like, no one knows what I'm reading, but I'm like, I have.
Yeah.
I do.
All
so on and so forth.
Yeah. It's like, all of these things are within your grasp with Asmodeus, the Lord of 9 Hells. How can you attain this? You might be asking yourself.
I am.
How you doing, Dr. Frank?
Oh, nothing. What?
Just checking in on you, buddy. You seem pretty
Yeah, I'm good. Leave me alone. I'm busy.
You good? You need a hot dog or something? Like, you seem tense or something. Something's going on.
Nah, man, I'm great. Leave me alone.
All right.
Yeah. And Diablo goes, "Guys, if Frank says he's cool, he's cool." Yeah.
Does Meatball's cart have some sort of equivalent of like the cigarette lighter?
Oh yeah, totally. And he's just, but he's got a pipe, so he has to constantly like put the reins around his like in between his knees, so he can like put the thing into the pipe. The horses start going.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
just trying to
also-
think of a way to like heat the hot dog.
Yeah, I also keep asking him, "Hey man, can you throw one of these hot dogs in there too, real quick?" So he's getting frustrated with me for taking over the lighter thing.
Yeah, totally. He's like, "In a second, I just gotta finish my smokes." And he's just constantly like repacking his pipe and smoking it down. But yeah, the pamphlet basically extols the reader to find a friendly local cult of the 9 Hells and ask about their entrance program. It promises that the fees are reasonable, starting at just 5 copper per year, plus the ritual execution of a virgin or close loved one.
Pretty sure we found the local cult and we executed every single one of them. I wonder if any of them were virgins.
I mean, definitely.
Did you see number 11? Oh my god.
It had some pretty sweet poses, though, gotta say. It's too bad they were completely useless for,
Living
yeah.
or getting laid.
Yeah.
This is even more funny considering how many times you all almost died.
We only remember the good times, man. We only remember the good times.
Guys, I hope I'm not being too humble about this, but we are awesome fighters, I gotta say.
Yeah, you guys fucking rule. That's true. Okay, so after a couple hours, you guys start pulling up to a large walled city.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is it surrounded by flames?
Not currently. This is just the only map I had available.
Bummer, because that would be sweet.
Everyone roll me a history check. Okay, yeah. This was a city. It's a large city and famous in its own right. But round about 8 months back, the entire city of Elturel, plus some of its surrounding locales, was actually, literally, physically dragged into hell.
Didn't that happen to California last year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And by God, I'm going to get us back.
He's running for governor,
Yeah. Yeah, so the city disappeared. But thankfully came back. Although most of the citizenry were forever changed by a harrowing experience. The details surrounding its disappearance and reemergence on the material plane are somewhat hazy. Although most people can agree that a rather intrepid group of heroes, some say multiple groups of heroes, were responsible for ending this situation.
Yeah.
So,
Heavy, man. Heavy.
Guys, I think this place is fucked up.
So yeah,
It's kind of the perfect place for our brand of it's like, I don't know if it's medieval. Not really such a thing as medieval if you're living it, right?
Yeah.
Evil.
Yeah.
Our brand of heavy metal kind of.
If we want to,
well with this place.
I think with all the anachronisms flying around, we can say that you guys are somehow self-aware that you're within a medieval time
I
period.
just feel we're at the midway point of something, guys.
Everyone's gonna think that we didn't really advance much as a society, but there were all kinds of scientific, cultural, philosophical, religious breakthroughs during this period. But sure,
Plus
whatever.
a big musical breakthrough.
Breakthrough.
Went by the name Free Beer.
Hell yeah. Everyone will remember the name Free Beer.
So yeah, you guys kind of pull up to the gates. It is mid-afternoon. The gates to the city are wide open. There are some guards standing outside, just sort of leaning on their pikes. Occasionally, like you're in kind of a line with other carts coming through. Most of them are just led through, but occasionally a guard might go through and lift up if there's a canvas on the back or whatever, and just make sure that they're carrying what they say.
Where is the
carrying.
gate? Like what?
Sure.
East, west.
You
like
guys,
which half of the.
you guys are entering here,
Aha. Okay.
and the tour scroll does say that you are supposed to go to Fontier's Unicorn, which
Shit, guys, hide the hot dogs from customs, man. Those might not be allowed.
Can Diablo stick some of these up his butt?
What?
Where, buddy? Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth checks to see if you can hide the hot dogs. I'll say, actually, Meatball.
Old-fashioned game of hide the hot dogs.
Meatball, I'm going to say you've got the best sleight of hand because you're a rogue. You can roll with advantage with everybody helping you. So,
Oh shit! I just rolled. Should I do it again?
yeah, just roll one more time. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. 17's good though.
Okay.
You kind of stuff your bandoliers into, your backpack and cover up. You're all trying to look pretty casual.
Everyone look cool and act cool.
I like one hot dog in my mouth. I'm like,
As you pull up to the gate, the guards come in and go, all right, who are you? Why are you here?
free beer.
We don't
We've
have...
come to rock you.
I'm sorry, you came here for free beer. This is a city.
No. We are free beer. We're a medieval heavy metal band, sir. Probably the best in well, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Ever.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, sure, all right. As long as you're not carrying any contraband that could catapult our city into a different plane of existence, wherein many of us will be tortured for eternity.
No, well, Lord, no.
No.
We wouldn't want that. Sick as it may be, no.
Very well. And then as he's like waving you through, and like his partner comes up and goes, "Hold on a second. You smell hot dogs. You guys?
Do you guys smell hot dogs?
No.
You sure?"
Yeah.
Probably just a lot of the city got burned when you guys were thrust into hell. Probably just a little bit of smoky
Residual barbecue.
barbecue. Yeah.
What is it? Mesquite?
Yeah. Roll a persuasion check, Frank.
Oops.
He starts crying a little, and he's like, "It could be true. I watched my family burn alive." And
That's gotta be terrible, man. I'm so sorry.
the other guard goes, like, "Simon, you get just go through, and please, we've been through a tremendous trauma. Please don't try not to make weird jokes like that. Just go."
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Dio hablo.
So yeah, you
Hope
guys.
you guys have a hell of a day. I mean, bye.
Yeah, Simon goes, "Why would you say that? I just don't." He like throws down his pike, takes off his helmet, and starts like walking off.
That was way less awkward than I thought it was going to be.
So yeah, you guys ride into Elturel. You get a few hours to kill. You do not know where. None of you have ever been to Fontier's Unicorn before. And actually, I don't think any of you have actually been to Elturel before.
Not
But
gonna stop Bobby there from lying
Yeah,
about it, of course.
Oh man, it's good to be back here. I was only here once. I was pretty wasted though, most of the time. Somehow still pulled the gig off. It was fucking crazy. Man.
yeah,
Of course, back then it was called Vladimir's Unicorn, but yeah, these things happen.
yeah, you guys ride in. I'm gonna say that Diablo is like, "All right, where am I going?"
Who's got the scroll?
You're the TM. You tell us.
Well,
By
There's-
the way, congratulations on the promotion.
Now that you are a man.
Now that you are of age.
hell yeah, I'm of age. Let's go this way. It's a big street. That's got to be where stuff is. And he leads you down this road towards this large square. Well, it's a circle, but
Yeah.
where there's a big open space, that's always a square, regardless of the actual
And a
shape.
giant burning fire in the center.
Yeah, that part is still there. That's obviously the eternal fire of Elturel. long before they actually went to hell. It's just been mysteriously on fire. And so obviously they built a town around it.
Do you think I could take a couple of these? Do you think I could take a couple of these hot dogs and try to roast them?
Oh yeah, totally.
All right, I'm gonna do that while we're chilling here.
Yeah, you guys stop next to the fire. You roasted some hot dogs. People are walking around. It's a pretty busy, mercantile part of town. There's several shops, a couple of blacksmiths, a couple inns.
Should we ask about where this unicorn venue is?
Or if you wanted to do any shopping, you are relatively wealthy.
That's true. We got all that gold from those last bunch of suckers. Is there like an armory or?
Yeah, there's a couple of blacksmiths in town.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going and wouldn't mind some better armor actually. That would be.
It's probably wise.
Sure.
I'm gonna do this chain shirt.
It's gonna look
I should
so
probably do
cool.
some sort of like. It's gonna look so cool.
Yeah.
It's like, can you see my nipples through the chain shirt?
Yeah, I will. I will warn you, Meatball Sub. You are only proficient in light armor, and I'm pretty sure chain shirt is medium armor.
Oh, it is.
So
yes, you're right.
Yeah, so you could.
Bro, it looks good on you, but.
Yeah, you could wear it, but it would impose like disadvantage on like attacks and sneaking.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the studded leather then instead.
I think it looks cooler on you anyway with your hot dog bandolier.
All right, sweet.
Wouldn't mind selling some of those scimitars. We got 15 of them.
That's true.
We probably really only need I guess we should give one to Dio. So we should keep 4.
Yeah, he definitely is not proficient in using them.
But I don't want to leave him defenseless. Plus, it'll look really cool.
Yeah, so you want to keep 4 scimitars. And
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna buy a blowgun, thinking it's like a recorder.
Do you want to Wait.
Yeah.
Do you want to make it into a recorder or like add to your bagpipe?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Okay. Because this is badass, I'm gonna give you an advantage on you despite being full of shit on virtually everything else, you are a pretty talented bagpiper. So go ahead and just a D20 roll with advantage. Okay, 19. You, what? Do you want it to augment the sound of your bagpipe, or do you want it to still be a blowgun that's just a concealed weapon in your bagpipe?
It'd be better as probably a weapon, I think. I don't have any, long range.
Okay, you do find a way to, you attach the blowgun to the bagpipe, and you drill a little hole in it so that unless you want to cover the hole to fire the blowgun, it doesn't actually fire any darts out.
Okay.
And I'll say that also as a result of having this extra pipe added, you do get, roll me a d6. Okay. You get a sub-harmonic frequency added to your...
Oh, cool. A little brown note.
your detuned bagpipe.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of like, this is real nerdy shit, so I apologize for anyone that is not an audio nerd, but it is a lot like adding an oral exciter.
Big bottom.
Yeah. Or just, the low frequency generator.
Sorry for all the noise there, guys. I was
So
Pretzel.
that's cool. I'm feeling like I should also do some more practical purchases and do some like potions or like something for healing.
Yeah,
None of us have that.
that is a very good idea.
Yeah, I just bought a healing potion. It's
Okay.
50 gold.
Yeah, a standard healing
Okay,
potion is 50 gold, and I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up. Greater potion. Oh, let me just put in healing. Potion of greater healing. That's what it's called. Those are another 200 gold.
It's also a healer's
Okay,
kit.
cool.
Can anybody
I'm
use a
gonna
healer's
definitely
kit,
grab a couple.
Charles?
I like you have to have proficiency in order to use it. Well, technically you could use it, but it wouldn't be. Yeah, like you can definitely buy it, but you can't use it really,
Okay.
unless you specifically are proficient in using a healer's kit,
Got it.
which you can find on your abilities tab under proficiencies.
I am not.
Yeah, you are proficient in one type of gaming set and thieves' tools. Interestingly, so that's cool.
What's one type of gaming set mean?
Like cards, dice, chess. For some reason, I think it would be very funny if you were proficient at like roulette or baccarat or something. Like something like absurd that you have to have a gigantic table for.
Maybe I'll buy
So
some.
we manually deduct the gold from our
Yes.
deal, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
And I swear to God, if anyone's still rich after this shopping excursion, delete your character sheet.
All right, guys, I'm gonna buy a playing card set, and maybe occasionally try to hustle some extra money from people with it.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah. You don't have to buy it. Like you should have been able to just have that at the onset of creating a character.
Oh, okay. Well, I've just added one into my inventory, so I'll just not deduct any money from my inventory
Yeah.
then. And
You, as you are like transferring scimitars and stuff, and buying armor, you notice in your bag an old pack of playing cards you've totally forgotten about.
nice. Hey.
And we'll say the blacksmith that shop you're at is like, oh, fancy yourself a cardsmith, huh?
Bit of a cardsmith, yes.
Well, you say we play a friendly game.
I would love to.
Excellent. I tell you what, you win, I'll silver that Warhammer of yours on a house gratis. And if I win, well, you'll have to give me that keg of knot beer and some of these hot dogs.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
But which Warhammer do I get? Does he have one in his inventory?
No, like you've got your Warhammer that he sees like on your back, and he's offering to silver it.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. All right.
So yeah, you've got your cards. Deal. He asks for Chicago.
Of course.
And he's going to. We're just going to do a roll off here because you are proficient and he's proficient. There's not going to be any advantage or anything. It comes out in the wash.
Mhm.
Just a straight up D20. Good time.
Oops.
And he goes, you guys play a few hands, but he comes out on top and he's like, well, that was a fine time. So you can put the keg over here. And I like my hot dogs burnt.
What about a double or nothing?
I mean, do you have more not beer?
No.
So nothing.
Care to wager some money on it?
Yeah, I'd wager a couple bucks.
All right. Well, if I'm gonna silver 2 weapons for you, and gonna need 20 gold.
All right, let's do it. And what do I get if I win?
I'll silver 2
you're gonna
weapons.
silver 2 weapons.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, naturally.
All right. So you start dealing again.
Oh, come on! What are the odds?
Frank, buddy, Frank. Listen, real talk. I think the next one's gonna be it.
Can we now develop the side plot that my character has a crippling gambling addiction?
I think you
Okay.
made that true.
Okay.
Question: did I know that?
No, I mean, I can't imagine that Bobbert would have cared enough to notice.
Okay.
I think it should be restated that you guys just met like 3 days
Okay.
ago tops, so like it probably didn't come up.
All right, triple or nothing, man. Let's do it.
I do want to ask. Because you're playing Chicago, do you want to cheat?
How does one cheat in Chicago?
With extra cards up your sleeve.
No. I'm not prepared to get caught cheating before the gig. I like to wait till later on for that sort of tomfoolery.
Okay.
That sort of skullduggery.
Well, look at you. You've got the moral high ground, so I'll let you click the +2 button.
Ooh, thank you. All right. Watch me roll 4. Good old-fashioned tie.
Yeah, somehow you guys have the same exact hand. And he starts sweating for a second, and he puts your cards back. He's like,
Wait a second, is he cheating?
roll insight.
No,
No, I mean, sometimes there's like 4 of each card, right?
Okay.
Maybe more.
All right, well, do we have to roll tiebreaker then?
He starts sweating. He's like, we'll just call it the original bet. So yeah, just a keg of beer and some hot dogs, please.
Oh, I kind of want to. What happens if I get my Warhammer silvered?
It would count not as a magical weapon, but it would hit. Like, some creatures are resistant to non-magical, non-silvered attacks, such as like werewolves and ghosts and stuff. Man, explaining the rules of D&D sometimes sounds very silly.
All right, listen.
They are rules. So
Listen, let's do this. Why don't I'll give you the hot dogs and the beer, fair and square. I lost, and I'm an honest man. But I still, I'm real keen on getting my weapon silvered. So maybe you can help me out a little bit on that.
Oh, of course. Well, it'll cost 10 gold to silver that there hammer.
Say that it costs 8 gold, and I'll run over to that fire there and cook your hot dogs up nice and burnt for you.
Yeah, roll persuasion. 2 gold is an absurd amount of money for some burnt hot dogs.
I know.
But yeah, okay, you rolled 10. So he's like licking his lips and he's looking at the keg of beer. And he's like, real burnt now. I want it to be like ash in my mouth.
I can help you. I can help you.
You got to do.
All right, so I'll do that. I'll go burn up those hot dogs while he's silvering my warhammer.
Yeah, and he does. It's gonna take. You can pick it up tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna take him a bit, but he'll do it. So yeah, when you come back in, he's drinking some not beer with Diablo. You hand him his burnt hot dogs, and he takes a bite, and it's just like black
Dust.
Yeah, black ash, just like all in his beard and across his mouth. He's like, oh.
I'm picturing like fucking like Infinity War, like after the snap, like everything just kind of.
Yeah. These hot dogs, as he bites into them, they turn into ash, and he just like sucks them up. And he's like, oh. So that's
Now, guys.
That's centipede and rocks.
Oh yeah. Rocks at the finish.
Yeah.
So I got some good news and some bad news, you guys. I lost all the hot dogs.
Shit.
And all the not
They
beer.
look so cool on. They look so cool on me.
I'm gonna say, Meatball, roll 1d20.
Okay.
You keep 11 hot dogs.
Yes.
I didn't lose them all. But I'm gonna get my weapon's getting silvered, which is gonna look sick.
Weapons getting silvered. All right. Oh wait, you mean okay.
Nice, nice.
Bobby, just roll a d4. Odds, you know what that means. Evens, you don't.
Is D4 the triangle
Yeah,
or the?
it's a pyramid, but
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
yeah. You don't know what that means, but you definitely still said like, oh.
Yeah. So
That seems like something Bobbert would do, anyways.
Okay. And we'll say that in your conversation with the blacksmith and the potion folk, where you bought your potions and whatnot, people told you where the unicorn is.
oh, of course, right. That's yeah, that makes sense. Totally. It's been so long, I just totally forgot. Like it's new street signs and stuff. Then yeah. Anyway, let's. You guys want to get a move on?
Guys, let's head to the corn.
Yeah. Are you trying to do any promotion on your way out towards the unicorn, towards the corn?
We're gonna hand out some scrolls, some tiny little scrolls along the way.
Yeah. We make some serious money at this gig. The next scrolls we make, we could maybe, use black and red
Yeah.
and blue.
Maybe include your name on them.
Yeah, they're like scratched out.
Like 4 times because you keep changing the name. Most of the scroll is all band names that you've crossed off.
That's like that's half of what we have Diablo doing, like while he's driving, just like scratching out each one and writing the new name.
Yeah. And even though he's magically aged, he still he's not great at reading and writing.
Almost weren't back then. Back now.
We're now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make it across town. There is not currently this great chasm here. So you guys,
Important to know.
yeah, you make it relatively easily across the city towards this area of town where Fontier's Unicorn is located. As you cross through the city, you pass through some great parks and like farmers markets, and people are still enjoying time with their family. It's late summer, so the sun is still up. a little later than it's if it were winter time, it'd be dark by now, but it's not. So you get to this certain area of town. People are walking around their black leather jackets and got the crazy hairdos, and there's some kind of weird like bread with like melted like roasted peppers and cheese all on it, and the people are like eating.
Hey, can we call this part of town Elston?
Yeah, this is.
I was gonna say the Lower East Side, but that's better.
Yeah.
Know your roots, man.
Yeah, you Elston Village.
Yeah, thank you.
You were at obviously the unicorn is at the corner of Combridge and Horvard. Combridge, rather. No, so yeah, it's Great Scott. But
yeah, I was gonna say.
No, not Great.
The,
O'Brien's. What the fuck was I thinking about?
Yeah.
That's insane. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, like, I look across the street, it's like, man, that liquor store's still closed.
But yeah, it's O'Brien's, not Great Scott. Brain fart.
Okay.
Really embarrassing for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna commit seppuku.
There's an excellent next to the unicorn. There's this really, really excellent place where you can go, and someone will transcribe your music really quickly in real time, and they're one of the best in town.
Yeah. Ask for Benjamin Grove.
That's the one.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so you guys pull up to the unicorn. The sun is starting to set on the horizon. There's young folk hanging out, eating their strange foods, yelling at each other. There's a fist fight happening, and then the fist fight stops and they hug.
What a strange, wonderful place that I've been to.
How's
several
parking?
times.
There is no parking.
Yeah.
There's no parking, and as you like stop in the street to try and unload, several people come out like, "Hey, what the fuck? Keep moving!"
Yeah, we're loading into the corn.
I don't give a two shits about what you're doing.
Hey,
Get the fuck.
Show later though.
Yes.
Right on.
Now move it.
You heard the man Diablo.
Yeah, so you guys are just like he's circling the cart around the block as you guys like every time he like passes, you guys go in the van and pull out some of your
roll.
Yeah.
Just circle the block, man. We'll
And then so eventually get you all your stuff loaded in through the front. There's a few folks at the bar drinking, and at the in the corner area lit up by several lanterns of various colors is sort of a semi-stage, like just a raised area in the corner. And there are 4 elves sort of standing around, drinking beer, laughing a little bit. They've got their drum kit set up, a couple of lute players, and do you guys know what a hurdy-gurdy is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got one of those guys.
Those are cool.
Did they have a
I'm
hurdy-gurdy
really
man?
good at playing hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever get the ads on Instagram for the make your own hurdy-gurdy?
No.
Is that just
What?
me?
I think it's just you, man.
That's real?
Oh. It's totally real. Yeah, this is actually a real thing. And it's like this super cheap, like it basically, it's like stamped cardboard that you pop all the pieces out and put them all together. It's like a 3D puzzle basically, but it's an actual sound producing hurdy-gurdy.
Holy shit.
That kind of rules.
Yeah.
It kind
I'm
of
gonna-
rules.
I'm going to check that out later,
You should.
obviously.
Yeah, they don't sound that good, but they're fun. And they look kind of cool too.
Yeah. All right. I'm into it.
So did these the elves? Does one of them have a hurdy-gurdy?
Yeah. Yeah, they're just kind of sitting around on stage.
Can I go up and ask him if I'm gonna tell him I'm in the band, but I'm only briefly gonna mention that I'm in one of the bands, but the next thing out of my mouth is that I want to borrow his hurdy-gurdy for our set.
Yeah, okay. You walk up. There's sort of standing there. How do you want to phrase this?
I'll be like, hey man, we're free beer, and could I borrow your hurdy-gurdy for our set?
And they look at you for a second and roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
As they look at you, they look at each other and kind of laugh, and they're like, the hurdy-gurdy player goes, no.
Shit.
And I'm sorry, you are...
Can I
What?
borrow one of their lutes? Can I borrow one of their lutes instead?
Roll persuasion at disadvantage.
Okay. Shit.
Okay, somehow that was much better.
Maybe like one of the
Nice.
band members is like the
Nice.
asshole of the band that they all hate. They're like, hey,
Yeah, as you're saying that, like, they're laughing at you, and he's like, I'm sorry, who the fuck are you? And then, like, one of the elves comes up and he's like, do not mind Chet, he's asshole. You play lutes, you can borrow lutes.
Yes. Guys, I have a lute to play tonight.
Yeah, you are the opening act. I was told, Fantasy Murray, your name is Free Beer? I thought it was something like, sort of blaze or like fire or something.
yeah, no, but it was free beer, but like, said with like fire, free beer. But yeah, that's us.
This might be just a confusing part of your language. Well, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much. We will return the loot. We promise in one piece. And it's just so great to be sharing the stage with you guys. And
Of course, yes, it is always nice to have someone with a more local flavor to open up and warm up the crowd for us. My name is Alexi. We are Shrine of Bilderpoop.
sorry, one more time.
Shrine of Bilderpoop.
Schwein of Bilderpoop.
Shrine, like the
Shrine.
altar. The altar, yeah?
No, shrine.
Yes, of Bilderpoop.
Of Bilderpoop.
Build a poop.
Beelzebub?
And then one of the other elves like leans in his ear and whispers, he's like, this comments of my native language, bleeb dul poop.
Bilderpoop.
So you are saying poop.
Shrine.
Yes, he's this sort of demon lord of the water. Yes?
Ow. Yeah, yes. Yeah, totally got you. Sorry,
In our language, we call him, and then he makes this like insane guttural sound. It's like, but when we tour in this part of the world, it's better to use short words.
Poop.
man.
It's
You guys-
it's your dumb
I'm
language.
looking forward to your set. I'm just like taken with the way of like it's naturally pronounced. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, this was a real guy. I was just looking up for cool evil deities for a metal band of worship, and this is a real one in Forgotten Realms lore. Bilb dual poop. Blib. Sorry, blib dual poop.
Blib don't
Wow. And I was like, that fucking rules. What a dumb name.
poop.
This game is the best game
All right.
ever created.
Guys, I have to take a brief pause to go pee. I'm sorry.
Do it.
I failed to do it
As long
before
as
the
you're
game
sitting
began.
down.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be sitting down. What a stupid question.
Good to be back here. It's, did they remodel this place?
Are you asking, like, the band that's clearly foreign?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just roll D4. Again, odds, they've been here before, evens, they haven't. Yeah, they've been here. They've toured here many times. So they're like, no, it's been this way for 5-6 years at least.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that explains. I was here about like 7-8 years ago. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's one of my favorite places. I love it.
Okay, well, that's good. Go ahead and set up. Aside from my loot, obviously, do not use any of our stuff.
You got it. Yeah, I'll go set up. Frank's he's taking a leak, but I'm sure he'll, he's usually pretty quick. He's a total professional. Just tip top.
Sure, whatever.
Is it cool if I tune this loop in one of my alternate tunings?
Well, yes, just don't break the strings. They are expensive.
Alright, sweet.
Okay.
Thank you.
So go ahead and just roll a d20 to see if when you detune it, you break any strings. No, you're fine. Yeah, you detune it.
Okay, good.
So Lexi walks off with 2 of the other elves, and Chet, the hurdy-gurdy elf, is sitting there, and he's like, you know that these guys, they act very cool. They're like your friends. They are not your friends, he says as he gets up and just walks off to the bar.
Did he just say we were cool? Because, his words. Not mine.
As you say that, he kind of shouts over his shoulder, he's like, you have profoundly misunderstood what I have said.
I guess we are pretty profound when, yeah. I like these guys. Wow. They're so awesome. So nice.
So yeah, you guys start setting up. Eventually, a orc walks over to you, wearing a pretty standard tavern owner's outfit. It's got the tan apron, obviously an extremely colorful and fantastic shirt. Got birds all over it, and those weird chef pants that are like checkerboard colored. And not quite hammer pants, but not really regular pants.
They're not hammer pants.
Yeah. He comes over, he's like, all right, we say we get this show on the road.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah.
we just set up right over here.
Yep, that's right where you're kind of standing and setting stuff up. Set up there.
See the sound guy? All the sound guys are always like that.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. I opened this tavern because I guess I'm, kind of fell into it. But my passion is somehow developing what being a sound guy is in this medieval era. And then also being that. So don't fuck up. And if you're even just 30 seconds over time, I will somehow shut off sound in this area.
Is this
Well, I
orc
appreciate you
named
being,
Barry by any chance?
Yes.
Barry the orc.
Barry Orkman, please.
I don't get it.
So,
Well, thank you, Barry.
whatever. Just make with the sound. And also, if one of you could, like, when you start singing, just be louder. I don't really care, like, how loud you are. Just be louder than that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if there are any issues with our self-reflecting reverberation panels that we need to hear ourselves more, just make a signal.
And I will do nothing.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. No.
You are very much on your own up here. Unless I would like to complain.
The last guys who just like pretend to do something.
Yeah.
At least you know he's gonna do nothing. I prefer that.
Fair. Cool. So how long is it till the gig starts? Like, do we have time to like kind of?
No, it starts now.
Yeah. Oh shit. Fuck. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, people are actually
tavern.
people are filtering in. Let's actually let me roll here. Okay, it's about a quarter full. People are filtering in though. You definitely everyone like pretty much everyone here is wearing like shirts that have very complicated script on them, but you can make out poop on it. Somewhere in there it says poop. So,
ladies and gentlemen, and all manner of creatures, you asked for it, you got it. Free beer.
and everyone starts losing their shit. They're like, yeah! And they run to the bar, leaving the area in front of the stage completely empty.
I'm not sure how to feel about this.
Everyone,
One of your plans backfires.
everyone, roll performance. Meatball, obviously, you get disadvantage on performance.
Real quick, my map is just like a black
Yeah.
screen.
Oh, sorry. It doesn't matter at this point. When it matters, I'll tell you. Holy shit. Somehow Meatball's up still.
Despite all odds, I am a loot master.
Yeah, I like look back at Frank and I'm like,
Yeah, I'll say,
I'm just ripping on the loot, and I'm like, wee!
yeah,
People are digging.
Bobbert, as
like eruption or something.
as the one with the lowest roll, Frank and me, like Frank comes in, Meatball comes in when he's not supposed to, but it's sick, and you're taken back a little bit as you start to play your bagpipes, but then you quickly get into it again, and you're playing your hit song, whatever it is.
Tasha's hideous laughter.
Yeah, playing Tasha's Hideous Laughter. And I'm going to say two of the elves, not Alexi or Chet, but two of the elves from Shrine of Bilb de Poop actually like come up with their beers, and they're kind of shaking their heads and like getting into it. And they start, I'm going to roll charisma for them. Not bad. Because the cool band members that lots of people are here to see are kind of hanging out in front of the stage drinking beer. Several of the members of the crowd come up. They do look a little pissed. They shoot some dagger eyes at you, Bobbert, because they like if more than one of them do not have drinks.
That one's on me, though, you guys. Let's be honest.
Are you ready to rock?
Are you ready for a little spittle? So, yeah, so the show's going pretty good. You guys get through your set. The crowd, the place is filled up. There were a number of folks enjoying your performance. As you exit the stage and Shrine of Build-A-Poop gets up, Alexei comes up to you, Meatball, and he's like, "'Twas very good. And a little unorthodox, but I enjoyed it. May I have my loot back?"
I'm gonna say to this guy, "Hey, you're welcome, and you better let it cool off for a few minutes before you play."
He laughs and takes the loot. And he hands you, he's been drinking a beer, and he's like halfway done, and he just hands it to you as you do the exchange.
Half beer. Nice.
Half beer is better than not beer, in my opinion.
It does taste significantly better than the not beer that the cultists were drinking. But, yeah.
Diablo. Mailing scroll.
Yeah. Diablo is, in the corner, and he's just like, "Oh, yeah." And he starts kind of like trying to beckon people over to the merch table. He does reasonably well. He manages to get a couple of people, like, while they're milling about waiting for Shrine to start, kind of go over. Obviously, no one signs anything or buys anything. But if you want to go...
It feels like that kind of gig where it was like a pretty good turnout, and then you think like, oh, like people were fucking into it, and then you go to the merch table, and then 3 people.
Yeah. That doesn't happen. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to put you guys... Wow. So there you are. This area is where the stage is. The bar is obviously here. Merch table is there. And Shrine of Build-A-Poop is just getting started. Before, as they're getting started, does anybody want to go up to the merch table and help Diablo?
I want to go help, but I want to go bask in what I think is an adoring crowd who have gathered. Like, I kind of want to go be cool, basically.
Okay. Yeah, Frank, go ahead and roll me just a charisma roll.
Okay. Regular old charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Nat fucking 20. People are coming up to you and, like, not even asking what you want to drink, just shoving various drinks in your hand. And they're like, "That was so fucking sick, dude. Can I buy a record?"
Yeah.
A sending stone, I mean? What is a record?
I knew what you meant.
Well, dude, we just don't know.
Great. Frank, I want you to go ahead and roll me... Give me 5d6.
Yeah.
On a nat 20.
Do I just do them consecutively?
If you right click on the d6, you'll get
cool.
a radial menu. Actually, no, wait. Where it says like the question mark. Roll that one.
Is that okay? Yeah, okay. And is that?
I don't know what it does, honestly. I want to see what it does.
Brought up. It says D3, D2, D1, or D0.
Well, D0
Way to
seems.
do it.
No, that's weird. Don't worry about that. Go ahead and then just roll the 5 times. I was just curious if the question mark dice would give you a randomized number of d6. It does not, apparently. So.
Did anything just happen? Oh, weird.
Yeah, you do have to roll it into the chat.
I just did that, but there it goes. Okay.
There. Okay. Yeah, you get, we'll say 13 people run over to the merch table. And they are all going to buy sending stones.
Nice.
And I'm going to roll a percentage dice to see how many sign up on the mailing list. Half of them. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, just slightly over half. So we will say that is actually 7 people.
This is literally the best gig I've ever played in my life.
In game or real?
Yes.
Because I got to tell you, yeah.
You can tell we're playing fantasy right now.
People liked it.
Fucking,
Meatball.
hey, like going forward, can we, since now we have like actual like mailing list signups, like, you know, make it a thing where like, while we're like in the wagon, you know, like actually mail out like
Yeah.
letters or something.
Yeah, totally.
All right.
Meatball. While this is happening, what are you up to?
Well, so I'm actually tempted to go over to the merch table myself and offer my services to these people. In
What?
terms of
Service?
friendship and companionship.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So you're going to go ahead and flirt it up with everyone buying a record, I'll say.
Yes. I feel like one of them is bound to, you know, like me. I'm figuring. So I'm just going to talk to all of them and go hard.
I'll say this is, just make another charisma check.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You do get a couple of bites, actually, where
Nice.
we'll say a halfling fella and a dwarven lady are biting. And they're like, yeah, this seems pretty cool. We want to watch Shrine to Blib Dil Poop first. But once that's done.
All right. That's cool. I'm chill. And again, this is also completely different than any real life gig I've ever played. This is cool.
Oh, man. One day, Matt. Don't worry.
One day, an elven something and whoever, well, I forget what they were. They'll come up to me.
Halfling and dwarf, yeah.
You just need to borrow a loot from from somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are, but
hanging on your wall behind you there, Matt. What's up with that?
Which thing?
You got that strap back there, but
I don't need that.
it's not going to do anything
It's
for
all,
you.
nah.
yeah.
If you want this man a loot,
If you want all the chicks, you got to get a hurdy-gurdy. That's just
oh yeah, dude.
Maybe at the next gig.
Yeah. Listen, people are going to be so starved for live music that they will just, you know, now's your chance. Just get the hurdy-gurdy and they will eat it up.
I'm pretty sure if you showed up to Club Passim with a hurdy-gurdy, you would have a similar outcome to what we're experiencing right now.
Yeah.
I'm
saying.
gonna guess that exact thing has happened at Club Passim.
Yeah.
yeah. Or man, I'm blanking on all the clubs. The frog one and
Toad.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Toad?
Anyway, Bobbert, what are you doing?
Well, I'm making my way to the bar both to get myself a drink and see if I can confirm a rumor I heard about the unicorn from a few years ago.
I can only imagine what this is.
Barkeep, do we have any writs of beverage for being in the band that performed tonight?
Nope.
All right, well, I guess I'll have a beer, and I just had a question for you. Is it true that in the middle of a gig, someone got real excited and just took a dump?
Oh yeah, that was J.J. Alfred. He was a great legend in this town.
Badass.
Now, Henry, if you're referring to the actual event, which obviously you're referring to the. If you don't actually know that that's true, the answer is yes. It is 100% true.
Oh no, I know that's true. I'm trying to.
Okay.
Still one of the better stories I've ever heard in my life.
A fabulous story. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you knew that was in fact more than just lore.
Yeah.
Legend.
They'll be writing about that gig for thousands of years, from Candlekeep to Callum Shed and beyond.
Fucking A. I knew it. Anyway, if you could a beer for me, please.
Of course, that'll be 7 copper.
7 copper. I give him a gold. Just keep the change. I'm feeling good.
Oh, thank you. He actually, I would say he says thank you, but actually he very specifically is kind of snarls. Doesn't say anything, but it definitely looks like, oh, okay. That's it?
Yeah. I said 8 copper.
Yeah, and you get a just slightly colder than room temperature ale.
All right. I would like to surreptitiously also pull out one of the hot dogs that I finished.
Hey, no outside food here.
What? Oh, that's not food. Don't worry about it.
It's not food.
It's just a hot dog. Don't worry about it.
And when you say hot dog, his eyes go wide, and he's like, "Put that away before the guard comes in here." You guys are crazy.
Sorry, man. I'm just finished.
I like the idea that when the guy tells you to put it away quickly, you're just like, "Ha!" And then you look over at the bar, and there's some dude looking at you like, "All right," like giving you a little wink. Scoots one bar seat closer to you.
Yeah, he goes, "I heard you guys. I heard a little rumor you guys might have a line on the old, nitrate sickle. If you know what I mean."
Totally. Don't know what he means. What'd you think of the music, man?
Yeah, it's pretty tight. But I tell you what, I want some of them centipede sickles. You know what I mean?
Huh. Interesting. Well, let me. I'll be
hold
right
'em?
back. I'm just gonna go check with the old merch table, see what see what we got. I will be right back.
As you turn away, he like grabs you and he's like, "I'll do anything."
Oh, thank you. That is excellent information. I swear I will be right back. I just need to see if we have any in stock right now. They've just been flying. You know what I mean? So at this point, what's Frank doing?
Oh, Frank is just being surrounded by adoring fans. Frank,
Drinking my drinks.
yeah.
How about meat?
Meat is still chatting with the dwarf and the halfling. They're getting cozy, at a table pretty close to the merch booth. I'm going to say Diablo's got his hands full with selling these sending stones and desperately trying to convince the other 6 people that they should sign up on the mailing list.
Nice. He's good.
All right, so I'll go up to meat and just be like, man, some weird shit is going down where I kind of, I was a little hungry, a little peckish, ate a hot dog, and I got some guy who was just really giving me some strange vibes about wanting the hot dog, and I'm thinking maybe we should think about selling these instead of the stones, because man, this guy, he was just going ape shit for this stuff. So maybe, be a little nice side racket. You know what I mean?
Here, take this one hot dog and see if you can sell it. But the rest of them, you're not gonna. If you can't sell this one, we're not selling the rest of them because I'm gonna need these tonight for my date. So,
yeah, the dwarf looks at you and goes, "Oh, you got HD? Well,
That's right. one high definition hot dog. Yeah. Let me ask you something. Just professional. How much would you sell these for? How much do you think we could sell these for?
Who are you asking?
Oh, one of the dwarf or the elf.
Yeah, if you're asking like the dwarf and the halfling that are hitting on Meatball, they're like, the halfling's like, what do you mean professional?
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with the hot dog trade. Thank you. I'm an honest merchant.
Okay. All right. Respectable. No idea what he means by that.
I mean,
but I'm like,
obviously it should be legal, but I don't want to get my hands involved.
yeah, totally. I read you loud and clear. Thank you for your honest feedback. Meet you. Continue whatever it is you were doing here. I'm gonna go chat with Frank about this, just to get band, consensus on this. Is
Frank,
all right.
Cool, man. Good luck.
because you're a dwarf and you have dwarven constitution, I'm going to make you do a constitution check at advantage.
Okay.
But you are being, like, people are shoving drinks into your hand faster than you can finish them.
Pretty good.
Yeah. You're holding your own.
Yeah.
And Bobby comes up to you at some point while people are like, the first song has just started and you are like being hounded by all of these people. Bobby slides up.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, you see that guy over there? One who's kind of looking weird and sweating and kind of like eye fucking us right now.
Yeah, you look.
Really intensely at you.
Yeah, you look over. He's making this motion. He's like,
I like that you're holding the hot dog in your hand and you're gesturing wildly with it, and he's just watching it like a puppy.
yeah, this guy.
Yeah, fucking. Man, this fucking weirdo. There's something about hot dogs around here that, so I ate one and they're going crazy. Like, I'm getting like a stink eye from one person, and this guy just, like, he probably would pay top dollar for this. How many hot dogs do we have left?
Well, try to get top dollar for it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should
Tell him 100
sell these
gold.
at the merch table. 100 gold?
No, not at the merch table. That seems too risky. This is obviously something we don't want to draw too much attention to.
Okay, all right.
Also, we can create an economy of scarcity by, if we just have them out at the merch table, then everyone thinks that we've got a bunch of them. If we make it a little bit more, more of a prestige purchase, then we can charge more.
Right on. God, you were so
As you're
cool.
as you're saying this, like, there's a human woman with like a blue mohawk who turns to you. She's like, "Oh, you got hot dogs?"
In a very limited quantity, ma'am.
Yeah,
please.
Well, we're having like a little thing at my house after. I don't know if you wanted to bring some over. It'd be very cool.
Yeah, I
you
think
know it would be very cool.
yeah, I'm in.
See if you can get 100 gold from the creep at the bar.
Okay. All right.
100 gold.
All right, I'm gonna go. So I take like one hot dog and I leave the rest with Frank for safekeeping.
I mean,
Leaving Frank for
Meatball
Frank.
has them all.
Oh, he does. Oh, okay. Oh shit, I thought I had
He
some
only
on
gave
me.
you one.
Okay. All right. So I got one. All right. Back here. Sorry, I was thinking too much about the hot dog. I get it, man. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the guy, and it's gonna be like, listen, man. All right, so we found one. So this is the only one we've got. We're gonna be out for quite a while. It's gonna be some time before we could get our hands on some more. So I was speaking with my associates. I mean, would 100 gold?
He looks at you. He's like, What are you, fucking crazy? 100 gold for one hot dog? I'd give you 3 tops.
3 gold or 3?
300.
3 gold.
3. Okay, how about 5?
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
Nah, you know what? I can find a hot dog somewhere else.
Okay, all right. How about 4 gold plus the rest of my beer?
Wait. You want me to give you your own beer?
No. I will give you the hot dog, and you can have that and the rest of my beer. If for 4 gold.
No.
All right, 3 gold.
Report back to Frank about this.
Yeah.
I'm watching from across the room with keen interest, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like hungry. Like I see him open up his purse, and I'm like, yeah, awesome.
I look back at Frank and I'm like,
Yeah, he's like, he asked you to follow him to the bathroom.
okay, I will be right back. He's he's the guy in charge. you know how that is.
So are we doing this or not?
We are. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Don't waste my fucking time, man.
No, I would not dream of that. Just 1 second. Run to the bathroom.
Wait, you're going to the bathroom with him?
Wait, isn't that where Frank?
No. The guy asks you to go to the bathroom with him to do the deal.
Okay.
You definitely still say all this, but then just go in the bathroom, and he's just like, okay. And he walks in, and he's like, do you need a minute?
Yeah, I think. Well, what's in these beers, man?
Like water, hops, yeast, some shit like that. Anyway, I got 3 gold here. You got a hot dog, right?
Yeah. I just run out of there.
You just leave?
Yeah, I'll be right back. I run over to Frank. I tell him, Frank, he's gonna do it for 3. Is that cool?
3?
Yeah, 3.
That's like 50 less than 100.
Yeah, but he drives a hard bargain, and he's kind of creeping me out. I don't know. I'm super flustered here, man.
I mean, yeah, I guess take 3, but damn, I need like 2 of those gold, man, for myself. You can keep 1.
I don't know. What about we keep 1 each and we split a beer?
I have so many free beers right now. I don't need more beer. I'll tell you what. I'll give you one of these free beers I got if you give me the 2 gold.
Okay, done. I grab the beer, run to the bathroom. It's spilling all over.
Yeah. He finishes peeing and he turns around and he's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Here you go. 3 gold. You still good?
You're giving me 3 gold? What the hell?
I'm giving you. No, you give me 3 gold, and I drink the beer, and you get the hot dog, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he just holds out a hand. It's got 3 gold pieces in it, and he like grabs the hot dog, and he's like, "You need help."
Yeah, just doing this all by myself, man. You know.
He like shoves the hot dog like into his underwear as he walks out, and he's like, "You got problems."
So you just took the 3 gold from the guy who just peed, standing up from the sound thing. Didn't wash his hands.
Yes.
It's awful.
All right.
Good thing I'm unarmed right now, because I'd be going on a rage. Killing spree.
Plus, not in there. So yeah, Bobby, you walk out of the bathroom feeling a new, wholly unexpected sense of shame. Total fucking maniac. What the hell?
I don't feel right now.
Shrine to Bloop Doop Poop is going through their set. They're like 3 songs in. People are like, it's fucking heavy. People are into it. Drinks are flowing. Frank is like just holding court. There's dozens more people in front of the stage, like rocking out. Roll a religion check.
All of us?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Damn.
So,
Good.
religion. Bobby, you recognize the lyrics of this song are in Abyssal. And they, knowingly, perhaps they just thought it sounded cool, but they are performing a summoning spell to summon a barbed devil.
This sounds really bad. All right. At this point, probably futilely, I'm like, oh, no, fuck. And I'm running over to try and gather Meat and Frank to extol them, and Diablo. Mustn't forget. Basically tell them, like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. This is gonna get ugly, and I can't do this twice in one day, guys.
Yeah, Diablo is like, are you kidding me? I almost got a 7th person to sign up on this list.
And I'm surrounded by
You're doing
the
a
right
great
man.
job. But we have to quietly gather our shit. Gather the hot dogs, of course. That's a commodity. And let's just maybe start making our way out of here a little bit, you know?
All right.
They are summoning a barbed devil right now.
All right. Let's definitely. I feel like we should try to sneak out of here before anything goes down.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can definitely start gathering your stuff and head out of the bar. It's almost time to call it for the night, but before we do, I want everyone. So obviously Diablo goes and runs the quarter mile to where he parked the cart. And the time it takes him to run there, drive the cart back, and obviously around the block several times for you guys to load back out. Roll a perception check, everybody. Okay. Yeah, Bobby, you and Meatball and Diablo are concerned with getting things back into the cart. Frank, you definitely hear some screaming from inside the bar. Yeah, one of the chicks that wanted you to show up at her place with hot dogs later, who was like vibing pretty hard on you, to be honest. You hear her voice in particular scream out. She's like, "What the fuck? That's so cool! Oh my god!" And that's where we'll close tonight's adventure.
Nice.
Jeez.
Right on.
Yeah.
We made it through a whole episode without doing any fighting. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. The hot dog thing was a throwaway joke that went on. I don't know. You guys are kind of vibing on it. I wanted to see where it went.
I was noticing that the hot dogs became quite a thing, and I was like, I wonder if Charles like planned this or he's just going along with it. That did cross my mind, so I'm glad you just kind of.
Yeah. It was just because you guys wanted to hide the hot dogs from customs that it was like, all right, I guess they're contraband. So that's something for you all to remember, that in my games, if you say something that's funny, it becomes true. And if you say something that's not funny, you are ejected from the game.
Now, in your various touring travels, have you guys played in Canada?
No.
Not a gig, no.
Oh, okay. Is it, you have?
Yeah, I have.
Did you get super hassled at the border? Yeah, every time I've played in Canada, it's been like, oh, just okay.
Once I went by, no problems. The second time, they like completely searched my car. Like they held us for like a couple hours there.
That's happened to us every time.
We did this whole thing though, because the first time we did it, we knew better because we had talked to just other people that we knew. So we were like, well, we can't say what our band name is because we know that they like will just Google us,
right?
And they'll see that we have a date.
Yeah, and also if you're going from,
be like, why were you lying to us?
If you're entering through like upstate New York, you can just say that you're on your way to Chicago or Detroit or something, and because it is faster to drive through Canada to get to Michigan from upstate New York.
Interesting.
So that's another fun.
Yeah. So I've had mixed border stories there.
That tip, by the way, was brought to me by a Canadian band from Toronto called Sandman Viper Control. Very cool guys. Very cool music.
Very cool name.
Yeah. So yeah. Any plugs besides how to flout the rigorous laws regarding musicians going anywhere and doing anything?
Well, I know Matt has one that he wants me to plug. Literally paid me for it.
Yeah, I did.
No, I mixed it. I know the one thing that I'm good at. I mixed a song. I'm kind of a bit baffled as to how to pronounce. Is it just Jedek?
Oh,
he froze.
Yeah.
Jedek?
Am I not frozen now?
You're unfrozen now. You're good.
Jack. Okay, cool.
So you don't really pronounce the T.
Yeah. Yeah, which is like how you pronounce my last name.
So that T is just a.
It's like Jack.
It's like a misleading. It's like a lying letter.
It's like the T in Czar.
It's like a fun. Yeah, exactly.
What if you spell Czar with a C?
Well, I don't know.
Really
don't do that. Spell it with a T, you idiot.
Would you spell it? Do you guys spell it TSAR or CZAR?
I spell it TZAR.
That's fucking fucked.
You know, you're the one that thinks that all letters have to be pronounced. I don't have to explain myself to you.
Listen, Carls.
It's pronounced chow.
Senor Murphy.
Anyway, point being, I mixed an excellent song written and I think recorded by Road Warrior's own Matt Giacola.
Yeah.
That guy.
So plug it.
So consider it plugged.
Double plug.
Its name is a mystery, as is where you can get it.
I don't know anything
It's
about
not out. It's not out yet, but
that shit's not my problem.
Go follow Jack. Or
I guess you can Google it unless you're with the Canadian Border Police.
In which case,
then don't.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to go see a friend.
Hey, shut up, narc.
Yeah. And it'll be out soon.
I also want to plug these pretzels. It's Uncle Jerry's. They're excellent. They're outrageously good pretzels.
Okay, I like that.
They also do a special dark one. This is my first time trying the regular non-dark ones. I usually get the dark ones.
Looks like a Yeah.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
totally. So can anyone point me to the gym? Yeah, they're really good.
And as always, allthingsallowed.com. Sign up on our mailing list so you can get some of our bullshit once a week.
Hell yeah. Okay. Well, thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time.